and get whatever scores come his way at the basket area. Now, he hasn't scored tonight, but he has done the other things very well, and he's not afraid to take fouls rather than let a player get to the basket all by himself.
Scottie Pippen trying to get his 20th point of the game. Now it's 93-70.
Bulls again showing trap. John Dawkins usually can beat this trap by himself.
Wow, the ball is dangerously close to the midline, and finally coming up and making the call, Bennett Salvador.
Now, while John can beat it by himself, he's got to be sure that he can split double teams, and if not, get the ball to open people, because they're standing in pass receivable areas.
Now it's Neely. Pippen now will be called for a foul as he, trying to get the rebounding position, just spun Ron Anderson right around. And that's 5 now for Pippen. Michael Jordan back in, and he'll replace Pippen.
Now this is really a small team. Michael Jordan is the small forward on this team. They've got 2 small guards, got Michael Jordan at the small forward position, and not really big guys up front.
Neely and King. This is the gambling tactic defense now for the Bulls.
Jim Lynam is going to counter by bringing Charles Barkley back in the game, along with Scott Brooks.
Ron Anderson had a great chance at an offensive rebound. Taking it into the painted area goes Armstrong, and he's fouled.
I think B.J. Armstrong got away with a little walk, but when he got to the paint area, Bob Thornton took the foul on him. That's 3 on Bob. 3 on Bob.
So here comes Brooks, and here comes Barkley.
That's a good move by Jim Lynam. Now he's got 2 very good ball handlers in the backcourt. Remember, Scott Brooks during the regular season had a 5-to-1 assist-turnover ratio, which is excellent.
Bulls had 3 #1 picks, and Armstrong one of them.
I like this little guy, Jim. I had my doubts about him at first, but I think he's going to be a solid NBA player.
Getting a lot of playing time here in the playoffs, which indicates how far he's come in this rookie season. Sixers scrambling now as the Bulls have 4 men. Creates the disadvantage, and Thornton.
That's nice play by Charles and Bob Thornton.
Bob's been around the basket intermittently, you might say, tonight, still looking for a field goal. It's the second foul on Jordan.
Bob Thornton shooting 2.
9:33 left here in game number 3.
If this game closes up inside 20, let's say to 16, I'm sure Jim Lynam will not hesitate to bring Rick Mahorn back in the game.
So Bob still scoreless. Barkley goes head-to-head high in the air with Armstrong.
Personal foul, Charles.
This is the 4th foul committed by Barkley, and another example of the Sixers just flat-out refusal to let the Bulls get anything easy in there.
But here comes Rick Mahorn. He'll come in for Bob Thornton, I would think.
Here comes Rick. There goes Bob. One more for Armstrong.
Sixers are out-rebounding the Bulls 39-22. I'd call that decisive.
Rebounding up until tonight had been in the Bulls' favor at 85-79. That has been reversed.
Good job of the Sixers get the ball over half court. Mike Jaminski making a good decision on inbounding the ball.
Anderson to Scott Brooks. Brooks with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Surprised a few folks by going all the way himself for 3, and he's got
Michael Jordan, a three-pointer.
28 points now for Jordan. But the clock running in the Sixers' favor. 8:50 to go in the game.
But a lot of time left. Sixers do not want to get casual,
As we have
as
just
they
seen.
do right there.
Armstrong was trying to go between Barkley and Mahorn. And he is sandwiched.
Now you got to admire this little guy. See, that foul is from the side, so it is not a breakaway.
Team 4.
But he got cracked pretty hard the last time. Oh, are they going to give him a breakaway? They shouldn't. That foul was from the side.
Discussion goes on.
Percy Hawkins returns for the 76ers.
And I'm sure that's what the discussion is about.
For Ron Anderson.
Substitution meanwhile. Anderson to the bench. Hawkins in. Well, you got to admire the officials talked it out.
Yeah, I like
Best
that.
thing to do is get it right.
Now, we said this is a good crew, and they have shown themselves to be just that. Joey Crawford, I would think the crew chief here, but Hugh Hollins and Bennett Salvatore both doing their jobs very well also tonight.
7 points for Armstrong. Phil Jackson wants that foul. You could almost read those lips.
It's hard to say. You've got to admire B.J. Armstrong because he knew he was going to take a pretty good lick, but he took it right to the basket anyway.
Scott Brooks will get it across. 8:95-79. 8:25 to go. Almost thrown away, and now it's picked off by the Bulls. That's back-to-back occasions now when the Sixers have been careless, and Neely will finish off the layup, and Jimmy Lynam nearly walks to the basket to call a timeout. 95-81, 8:16 to go, and we'll be back right after this. Jack, we're seeing 2 examples where the Bulls pressure confusing the Sixers.
Well, the Sixers aren't taking time to get themselves set up properly. They need somebody right in the middle, right on the foul line. Rick Mahorn usually fills that position, but he wasn't there. And those soft cross-court passes aren't going to get it done. Now, the Bulls, having had a little success with that, are going to go right back at it now. And they've done a pretty good job of making it tough for the Sixers to get that first inbound pass.
Sixers now their lead down to 14. You have to go all the way back to about early moments of the first quarter before that was matched. Here's a foul away, and they're going to, yes, they're going to give the goal to Barkley.
Boy, that's a tough shot. Watch this pass. John Dawkins flipping across. Charles gets bumped by Michael Jordan, fades back, and drills the jumper. That's a big hoop, Jim.
And it'll be even bigger if he can add another. And does. 27 points now for Charles.
It takes a little starch out of the Bulls' comeback.
Barkley has been averaging 24 in the playoffs. Boom.
Oh,
That was a 3 by Hodges.
That's where Rick Mahorn belongs. Now they're still doubling.
Mahorn powering to the basket. A little too strong.
You've got to make those.
And a breakout here.
Oh my.
Hawkins turning around in disbelief. But the foul is called, and 30 points now for Michael Jordan. He'll have a chance for one more.
Michael Jordan shooting 1.
Look at Michael. This is some play. John Dawkins makes a swipe at the ball. Percy Tries to stop Michael once he's airborne,
For Rick
but it just doesn't work out. And Jim Lynam is